Alright everyone, today in Season 1, Episode 7, Part 2, which is the series finale, we're going to be choosing 3 main accessories to use throughout the whole entire video to create the ultimate desk setup with 2 devices, our MacBook and our iPad. So, we're going to look over some apps, some tech specs, and of course some accessories to make the most productive way to work throughout the day. Let's get started. Okay guys, looks like we found an app. We found an app called Do It Display. It's so that we can use our iPad as a second display for our Mac. So we have it on our iPad and our Mac, which you'll need to do. So go head over to duetdisplay.com on your Mac, and on the App Store look up Duet Display. On iPad it's going to be $10, but you can also get a free version called Duet Air, but it didn't work well for me, so I ended up getting the paid version. So let's get right into setting up Duet Display. Okay guys, we have Duet Display up and running. So let's take a look at how this works. So we have our cursor over in our iPad. That's so cool. So, and of course we can just take it over, just like the app is made for, seamlessly between devices. So, and we can take this app and bring it right over to our iPad, just as a second display. So maybe you could have your meeting here on Teams or FaceTime or whatever you use, Zoom, anything. Any app can go over there too. So we can bring over a tab. Let's bring over our start page all the way to our iPad. That is so cool. Wow. We have Safari for Mac on our iPad. That's just amazing. So this, as you can see, has got me really excited and ready for the next part of this video. So without further ado, let's get right into the next part of this video to keep the excitement going. If you enjoyed that short time lapse of me working with our new Duet Display. So first of all, I found this really cool feature where, see how it's like this, just normal iHelp logo. I have hot corners enabled, so when I go to this corner, it opens Launchpad. So look, I just keep doing that. My hands are off the keyboard. So that's really cool. And I can also scroll with my magic mouse, just all over that. So that's amazing to multitask and whatever. So now we're going to start working on with all of our accessories. So I think this is probably going to be our most used accessory because we're going to be using it as an alternative mouse and for gaming. So let's keep this really close by. And we have our earbuds, which we use if our AirPods die. Right now, we're using wired headphones. We usually use these to record the series videos because, hold on one second, you might not be able to hear me very well for a sec. Because of how good the microphone is, the microphone just sounds really good on these. So that's why we use them for series videos. If you use these all the time, I really like them, so there's nothing bad about that. So now we're gonna open up the gearbox, as you may have remembered from our Creating the Ultimate MacBook Pro desk setup, but sadly, we're not gonna make a video like that anytime soon, because if you guys didn't know, iHelp we have a calendar, and the end of the second iHelp quarter is actually August 1st. So I mean, not August 1st. Next month. So when we start that, you're going to be seeing a gaming series where we create the ultimate gaming setup. We've been talking about that for a while here at iHelp, almost every Wednesday at our meetings. The trailer for that's going to be coming out at around next week around this time. So get ready for that. Okay, now we'll see you in a second to get our gearbox.
Wait, everyone watching this video, please subscribe right now. Let's get back to the video.
So guys, this is Gearbox, but If you're paying attention in the beginning of the video, you may have remembered how I kind of said something about not using the gearbox and only using these three accessories. 1, 2, and 3, if you include the iPad, and 4 technically. So we sadly can't use it today. It's becoming sort of an obsession with the gearbox because the gearbox has so many helpful accessories. It's basically one big accessory because everything in there we always count on. So since this is the season finale, we're going to challenge ourselves a little bit to kind of change it up and only use 4 accessories. So yeah, this might be a little hard. If you ask me, this will be a bit hard with only 3 accessories. So let's still try to make the ultimate desk setup with these 3 accessories. Okay, so the first part, as you may have guessed, is leisure because is school and leisure because that's what we're probably going to be doing the most because school is really important and gaming comes second, of course. So I think for school, I think I might want to, because normally I would just have my computer just like that and I would just do school there for 8 hours a day, including homework 9. So I would have, now I have my amazing iPad as the second display, which I can drag and drop anything there. So that's really, really helpful for the second display. So as you may know, if you use the same system as me, we use Zoom and Teams. So Teams, if you use it, you probably know that it takes up a lot of RAM. So we're gonna probably have to have a lot of applications on our second display so that the RAM is taken up by our iPad, which is 6 gigs of RAM, but a whopping 6 cores of CPU and GPU combined. Meanwhile, our MacBook only has 2. It's a dual core i5, which is still pretty good for a lot of things, but not the best. So I'm gonna have this iPad right where the screen is basically, but since it doesn't have a keyboard, it takes up a lot less space. So that space is going to be put to good use for our mouse. And since I'm right-handed, it goes right on my right side, so it's easiest to use for me. So that's our working/leisure setup. We like to keep it really minimal so that we're not distracted when we're working, because if we're distracted, then we don't get as much work done as possible. And if you want to know, we may also use this for iHelp calls making videos for iHelp. Okay, so now let's get into the gaming setup for our desk. Okay guys, the last clip was just simply setting up the work one, so now we had to take it all down to set up the gaming one. So let's close our iPad, put it off to the side, because we won't be needing this for gaming. Unless you do mobile gaming, which is I used to do. So let's switch on over to one of our, if you have a game, feel free to start playing it right now. And in case you haven't noticed or haven't been watching our series videos every Friday, this is the last episode. So if you skipped over to the end, which is right about now, I recommend that you go to the beginning to see some of the other parts about the last episode, because we did some really fun things like set up duet display so that we can go from one device to the other with the same mouse, which is really efficient for working and basically anything. It makes everything 2 times more efficient if you think about it. So we have our Launchpad, which has all of our apps. Sometimes I like to have all my apps on the dock, but my dock is broken right now. As you can see, it doesn't actually pop up. So I've been using Spotlight Search and Launchpad for now. So hopefully I can get that fixed pretty soon. So I'm gonna open up my favorite game, which at the time is Minecraft. So I'm gonna open it up. So I'll see you when I open it. Okay guys, we're gonna have to be a little quiet for this scene because someone's on a call. But we have Minecraft Java Edition loaded up. I'm gonna keep this off to the side. So, as you may have remembered, we don't use our magic mouse for gaming because virtual scroll wheel doesn't really work very well. So, we're gonna get our Logitech mouse, which isn't wireless, but that's completely fine. So, let's take it out and straighten it out and plug the cord. It looks like that one's occupied, so we're gonna have to go around. That's what's amazing about having a 2015 Mac. It has all the ports that you need. I don't know why they took away all the ports, but the newer Macs do look better. So it looks like our dock just appeared again. So we have our real scroll wheel, so that it can actually scroll instead of the virtual scroll wheel, which still works, but not as well, especially if you're scrolling through items in your hotbar. Okay, so we're not gonna play today, but in next series, stay tuned for that because we're actually going to be loading in some games and doing some actual gameplay. So if you're interested in that, click the thumbs up button down below if you're interested. And if you're really interested, go head over to our website, iHelpcanhelp, Monash Boys 2 web.wixsite.com. We'll leave there's a link for it down in the description down below for you to access that site, to see our amazing website, ask us questions, and of course, stay updated with all the newest iHelp news. And if you stay to the end of the video, we have a really exciting announcement to make. Okay guys, this is the outro for the video. I know, it's really sad, but we're gonna see you next week for the gaming channel. I mean, not channel, sorry, for the gaming, series. So we're not actually only going to be gaming in that series. It's going to be created in the ultimate gaming series setup. So basically desk setup, but gaming edition. So if you really like this format of video and you like to see these series videos, go head over to our website and tell us in the live chat. We'll respond to you within 24 hours. And so head on over to our website. It's linked down below. You can also review us. There's also a review form down below in the description. And in the description, you can also see all the apps that we use, our devices that we use, what we shoot on. Right now I'm filming on my iPhone 8. It's not ideal, but it's what we got. And yeah, so, and if you may have remembered from the previous scene, this is for the only the people that stayed to the very end. We're working on a documentary at iHelp. The documentary will be out late fall, but the details will be posted later on our community discussion. So subscribe and hit the bell so that you won't miss any extra information. And we'll be dropping little Easter eggs in a lot of our videos. So stay tuned for those Easter eggs as well. And as of right now, we don't know exactly when it's going to come out, but we know late fall, and we have already started working on it. The documentary is on the history of technology. So I hope you guys are ready for that. And don't tell anybody else, because that's only for the people that watch to the end. See you guys next time in the newest iHelp lecture or the next series. Next series will be starting next Friday, and the trailer will be out by Wednesday to Thursday next week. So I hope you guys see that trailer and of course the series, and bye guys, see you later.